The Padres have found a hidden gem, as this player can be the future for the Padres and was only given up for a small player. Let's talk about it. Hi, welcome back to another episode of Padres Digest with your host, Andrew. We have survived the trade deadline. Later today is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to watch. But we talked about a lot of players, but we didn't talk about this one player in a package that we got from the Brewers for Nestor Cortes. And I actually have been looking around, and I feel like you should absolutely be way more excited than you probably are, because he genuinely can be a very, very good player. He's still a baby, right? I think he just turned 18, or he's like about to be 19. I don't know. But he's a baby, right? And he has so much room to grow. He could be, I don't know if I want to claim it yet, but he could be close to the same level as Leo DeVry in like a couple years, maybe. Super young, right? Don't expect this to be like Tatis, where he comes up at 19. He's got plenty of work to do, but he could be very, 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 very good. So, obviously, we've acquired left-hander pitcher Nestor Cortes, shortstop Jorge Quintana, and cash from the Milwaukee Brewers in exchange for outfielder Brandon Lockridge. I liked Lockridge, right? I haven't seen him play in like a couple of months, so it's not like it's going to kill us. But he was cool, right? Shout out to you, Brandon Lockridge. You're not watching this, but shout out to you. But yeah, Jorge Quintana. We have new five new players in the top 30. Of course, Jorge Quintana. I don't know how to say that name. Is that Brandon? Why don't you just spell it like normal? Carpatios, Manuel Castro, Josh Mallett, and Sean Barnett. Reading is hard. But yeah, obviously we're going to focus on Jorge Quintana. So I'll show you this thread I saw from the interwebs from Danny Barand. So shout out to Danny. I like this read. It was a very good read, and I think it'll excite you guys as much as it excited me. Quintana is an 18-year-old switch hitter shortstop acquired from the Brewers and the Nestor Cortes Brandon Lockridge deal. Quintana isn't just a toolbox, he may be a tool shed. He's got a 6'2" athletic build with loads of room to fill out. He's an elite athlete with dreamy projection. At only 18 years old, without filled out projection, Quintana already has league average bat speed, averaging 72 miles per hour when he swings it, right on par with new athletics prospect Leo DeVries. Someone explained to me how to say it. It was like Dutch or something like that, DeVries, something like that. I'm so sorry, but he's gone now, so I don't have to say it anymore. No offense to Leo DeVries, whatever. If Quintana already has 60 grade power, then what does his hit tool fare? Oh yeah, a 87% Z contact rate, 76% contact rate, 10%, I forgot what that is. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up. This is gonna annoy me. I should know this, and I forgot. Okay, sorry. Sometimes baseball stats get so obscure, I can't remember all of them. But I didn't explain this. Z contact rate is contact rate on pitches in the zone. SWSTR, that is swinging strike percentage, which is swinging strikes divided by total pitches. I guess they can also call it whiff. I've never heard it like this before, but yeah, 10% swinging strike percentage. So very good. And a 350 on base percentage. Also very good. But of course, he's in the minors, right? So obviously, I don't want to say take it with a grain of salt, but don't be like, oh, it looks like he's ready for the MLB. He's not. He's not. We shouldn't rush him like we did with Salas. We saw what happened to Salas. So give him some time, but he is growing. That was this one. And then, well, surely there's a hole in Quintana's game. Well, not really. His defense has shown flashes of potential and above average play at third base or shortstop, and he has stole 19 bags in 50 games while only being caught 4 times. Maybe I'm too biased. Maybe I'm caught up on tools. I'm too caught up on tools, but Quintana looks every bit of the part. I'm in love with this pickup, and I think he can be on a rocket ship up prospect list, though he can only go up 2 spots on mine. So, very, very good. He can be very, very, very good. And I don't want to, like I said, I don't want to put him on the same level as DeVries yet, but I think we should be excited to the fact that maybe one day he can be on our team, or we'll trade him again. We'll have to see how Preller likes him. But I don't know. There's something about it. It gives me kind of like when we traded James Shields away for what we wanted, Eric Johnson, and then the throw-in Fernando Tatis Jr. It kind of gives me that vibes. Maybe not the same level, but it's similar enough that it gets me hope. It gets me excited, right? I have another thing, and then I'll show you some stats. This is a quote from a screenshot on an article I saw on Twitter. I have no idea where it's from. I just know that it's from someone. So Quintana's profile has shifted pretty rapidly compared to when he signed. His amateur profile was that of a contact-oriented switch-hitting shortstop, one with a higher floor and perhaps lower variance. But in Arizona, he looks more like an exciting power projection infielder who might outgrow shortstop. Quintana is an angular 6'2" or so, and he's an explosive rotational athlete with plus bat speed. His swing has gorgeous low ball loft, and while there's a risk that Quintana's lever length and bat path will interact in a way that leaves him vulnerable to good velocity down the line, for now, it's fine to be enthused, I don't know how to say it, but I know the word means, about his potential for rare lefty infield power. There's a chance his frame matures in the Goldilocks zone where Quintana adds enough strength to have impact power, but not so much as to affect his mobility at shortstop. Based on early 2025 looks in Arizona, those chances are remote, and we consider Quintana a likely future third baseman whose overall prospect value is similar to that of a high schooler who goes on the early comp or early second round of draft. So, he's got work to do, but what's there looks good as is. But obviously, more work to do. Once he starts facing that like major league velocity, I'm sure he'll have to work on some things because like people throwing 97, people throwing 100 up here, like that's not minor league speed. I mean, I'm sure there's people in the minors that can throw that fast, but the majority of people probably aren't throwing that much. But again, 18, plenty of room to grow, plenty of time to grow. If we put him at third base, maybe he can replace Machado when he gets older. Maybe Machado will play DH, but I'm saying 2025, 18, 19, 20, we'll say 2028, which I know is a long way away, right? Don't get me wrong. We'll say 27 as a September call-up, spring training invite, and then maybe 28 he'll start playing. I don't know. No idea. It completely depends on him and what AJ Preller wants to do. But like I said, I'll show you some stats. So he's still pretty young, right? So he doesn't have like a baseball savant page or prospect savant page yet. But we can like look at his stats a little bit, right? Only 3 home runs in 50 games, which I know we said, or doesn't look super cool, great. But again, he's just developing that power, so give him some time to grow. But I mean, he's looking fine, right? 264, 350 on base, 403 slug. Obviously, like again, not going to blow your mind. But again, I'll say it again, he is growing and developing. He looks pretty even on lefties and righties on both sides, which is cool to see. Again, obviously a switch hitter, so you would probably expect that. But obviously sometimes switch hitters have different swing dynamics, I guess I can call it. Like, for example, Jurickson Profar, I'm pretty sure he hit with power better on the right side, and he hit with contact better when he hit the left side. So he looks pretty even on both sides. I mean, he does have 3 home runs as a righty, but the slug is still relatively the same. So, yeah, and then some fielding stuff. I don't want to, like, dive too deep into it, but you see third base, shortstop, DH, third base, shortstop. So he's played around the infield. I'm sure he can play second. I'm sure most shortstops can play second. But, yeah. A couple of errors. Let's see. We're in 2025. So at third base, he's had 1 error. Shortstop, 9 errors. But shortstop's a really hard position, and errors aren't like everything. You know what I mean? Because his fielding percentage is still 945, so it's still good, right? So yeah, I don't know. There's something there, and I think you guys should recognize that there's something there, and hopefully he'll either make the major league roster or he'll get us another Mason Miller. But yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching. How do you feel about this? Do you think you like this move more? You like him more than Nestor Cortes, or do you still think Nestor Cortes will be the key piece in this deal? Do you think this is someone we're going to see soon? Do you think this is someone that we should let develop? Let me know how you feel. I am curious to know how you think. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll be back with a game recap later today, and I'll have another video about a possible hot take that comes out tomorrow morning, so be prepared for that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Please subscribe. So close to 2,000. Super, super close. I think we'll get there this week. What's today? Friday? next week. And we'll see how that goes. But yeah, goodbye. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.